Welcome to MPKZ videos. In this video I'm want to go through how to kill all mobs at the best way possible. So to kickstart this video I have chosen the most irritating mob in the whole game. Pixies. But why are pixies so irritating? Simple question, simple answer. They are too small to hit and they make too much damage to compared to how small they are. But that's no problem if you have good aim. And that is exactly what Projector gives you. It gives you aimbots. Another effective spell is Repello. It one-shots all pixies in the area around yourself. Protego Electrica damaged passive enemies around you, also pixies. If you want to know how to get all spells I have and will show you in this video, then see the spell video that comes up at the right side of the screen. If it doesn't come, then I haven't made the video yet. Now to the easiest mob in the whole game, bees. I know no one would ever have problems by killing them unless they are in tutorial. So the effective spells, everything that does more than 1 damage can kill them. Protego Electrica is also extremely overpowered against them. If you want to kill, survive or grind slimes, will my tips be quite helpful, I think. Under survival spells is just things that help you survive or not take damage. So Hastio makes you faster and run away from the slimes. Quite helpful, I think. Rictum Sempra shoots a yellow projectile. It makes 24 damage, and that's quite many for a blob. Bublio shoots many bubbles and pushes the enemy at the same time away, so by slimes it's quite effective. And it's quite helpful if you're caught in a corner. It's also a great idea to use any spells with burn damage, so Confringo is splash damage and burn damage. Which means that the slimes burn after you hit them and take damage, plus the splash damage make that a group of enemies also take this burn damage, so that's great with Confringo. So the best way to grind slimes is here. So if you want to grind slimes, this is the best place, and up here you can just stand without taking any damage. So you can just damage them with lightning, or just using Protego Electrica, then you just kills the enemy slowly under you, and that's quite overpowered because with normal spells you can't reach the enemies under you, but here you can with these 2 spells. I've made 2 different methods to kill Maneaters. I think the first method is the best, because there you can just kill them without they even attack you, because they are underground. And yeah, you heard correctly, you can attack Maneaters when they are underground. Okay, but how does it work? That is exactly what I will explain to you right now. To kill a Maneater or just damage it underground, you need to know where it is, and with Home Relay you can see where they are. Now, while we know where the Maneaters are, we need to damage them underground with specific spells. One of the spells is this one. I can't spell it, so this is just the second spell, just read it. Confringo damages also Maneaters underground. Okay, yeah, you think, but why would I ever use this method? For what? So the only reason why you would use this method is to kill them to get them out of your range, or to grind a quest, which I think is the most meaningful way you could use this method. Especially if you have a hard time killing them, or they are just extremely irritating. Yeah, and I said use it to a quest to grind it to get points, yeah. And the only quest you can use it to is this one. But the stands you need to kill them and deliver what they drops. So if you kill them underground, they don't drop it for you. So you need to go over when they are low and kill them when they get overground. So you need to trigger them to go overground. Maybe you take 5 damage and then you can do it. And now with this method, have a dangerous mob become to a easy kill. So that's nice. The method 2 is just if the method 1 fails or you just walk into a Maneater and it spawns. So what would you do? The first thing I would do first is kill it or protect myself if I can't kill it fast enough. And with Murum, sorry I can't spell it, but with that one you can hide behind it and not take damage. And if you already are low and hiding behind it, then you can just use the lightning spell to kill it without going out and risk taking damage again. But if you can risk it, you can just go over and shoot it with anything you have. For example, Confringo, when it already has shot itself, because then it won't shoot in some seconds and you can just kill it without being shot at. One last tip for Maneaters. That's something I have experienced myself. Because when I shoot on a Maneater and I haven't the right precision, I sometimes miss and I don't even see that I miss. So if you go out and try the method and don't hit or damage the Maneater, then try to get a precision that's a little bit higher than Maneater, then you can hit the Maneater a little bit better. And hopefully not miss. And guess what? I just died because I have no oxygen. Because I had no oxygen, then you die. In real life, so in game. Yeah, because you need to buy a water breathing potion to be longer time underwater. And you can only buy it in Wiki Alley, or else you need to make it yourself. Just go in Wiki Alley and buy it for some coins in this potion shop. After drinking a potion, you're ready to fight Maneaters. And I have designed my own method to kill them. This method is a mixture of 2 spells. Harshu, which makes you faster than the Mermen, and Pixies, which makes electricity on the Mermen. And with that way you can kill them quite fast. Use Protrigo Electricia, okay? That's only optional, but then you make even more damage. So if I would grind Mermen, I would use these 3 spells and you are unstoppable. Monster books are quite easy to handle. You just need to know how to do that. If you want to grind them, then go over to this area. Remember to activate the quest work, because else they won't spawn. The quest I am talking about is Paper Teeth. Take a broom and fly over the area where the monster book spawns. Then just shoot splash damage spells like Confringo and the lightning spell down on the books to kill them when they group together. At that way you can easily complete the quest and grind monster books. Monster books in the library, just kill them by shooting spells from a bookshelf. And if you want to fight them at the ground or begin to fight them at the ground, then fight as if you fight against slimes. And yeah, that's pretty much it about monster books. They're quite easy to kill, so that isn't so much about them. But if you still have problems with them, then go back in my video. You can look at my timestamps and see the timestamp slimes. There I will go through how to kill slimes. It's the same way as if you would fight monster books, so there isn't a big difference. So just look there and get help from there if you have problems with monster books. Lurkers hide in dark places, but they just wait to kill you. But you need to go into their range of sight before they one-shot you. I know only 2 places where they hide. in the basement under the school and in the ruined tower. So if you especially want how to solve the maze or the ruined tower, then see my videos. I've marked them down in the description for you. So you can just click on the link and see my video, so your problem gets solved. But now I'm just saying everything I know about Lurkers. So that's maybe a surprise, but they can be killed. I think they have around 90 in health. You can kill them with everything. Every damage is effective. There's only one problem. If they see you, you are one-shotted. So you need to stand around the corner and kill them if you want to do that. And there's only a couple of spells that can kill enemies around the corner. But before I show you those spells, I first want to say that you can use Homebrew Reveal to see where the enemies are, so you don't walk into them. Or then you can see where you need to go to kill them. Lumus and Lumus Maxima is very helpful spells also. Because it can be dark there where the Lurkers are, so yeah. Ignis Preta is one of those spells that can shoot around the corners. The only problem is you can first get the spell later in the game, so you would maybe not use it for that when you get better in the game. But yeah, you could use it. Propello makes only 12 damage, but you can still use it to kill the Lurker if you take your time. I know I've talked a lot about Protego Electrica, but this one can also help to kill Lurkers. And yeah, the lightning spell can also help you kill Lurkers. As long as you stick out of sight of them, use Homebrew Reveal and stick to the other spells that taught you, then it would go fine, I think. But if you still have problems with Lurkers after this video, then just see the 2 videos in my description of the ruined tower or the labyrinth, where you need to find a picture of this guy. So if you have the problem, look at these 2 videos. I will show you how to skip Lurkers in those videos. Ghouls can only be found in the Dark Forest and is one of the most dangerous mobs in the game. It can kill you quite fast if you don't know what you are doing and don't have the correct spells, because there's only one spell that can kill it. But on the other hand, the spell one-shots the Ghoul, so I'm not sure if it's really the most dangerous mob. But they are one of the most dangerous mobs if you don't know how to kill them. But that isn't the only thing I will teach you. I will also teach you how to flee from them when they grab you. But let's first begin how to kill them. So you kill them with Expecto Patronum kills the Ghoul, and the longer away it comes from you, the bigger it gets, and you can move it in any direction you wish. If you don't want to be killed and catched of a Ghoul, then it's a good idea to use Hastiu, because then you are faster than a Ghoul, unless you are being catched. If that happens, that you are catched, you can use W to push your enemy away. It doesn't damage, but it pushes the enemy away. You can also use Depulsio to push the Ghouls away. It makes no difference. But if you just have freed yourself from a Ghoul's catch, then you need to refresh your Hastiu, because for some reason there's a bug that makes that you go slower, and that's irritating, so you need to use Hastiu again to refresh it. The move you just saw can be quite helpful if you want to flee from Ghouls or other enemies. The move has 2 parts, one where you shoot yourself up, that spell is ascending you, and the second part is where you shoot yourself forward, and that's Artimo. And now you're asking yourself, that's quite fast, how do I do this? And that's a quite easy part actually if you first learn it. So you just need, and that's very simple, just need to click at the buttons quite fast. Put the spells on numbers you feel is easy to reach. So I have Artimo at 5 and Ascendio at 1. So for me that is easy to click on, but maybe it's harder for you, so you can find your own numbers that are easy for this move. As I already had said, Artimo shoots you forward, so you can use that to launch you away from a ghoul if it catches you. I hope all this makes sense, but let's now go over to the next mob. Spiders. Did you ever have the feeling that there are too many spiders in the spider cave? I have definitely that feeling. So if you sometimes go into the spider cave and there are too many spiders, maybe it's a good idea to get someone with you that can help you. But if we are talking general, just a normal spider, just shoot some spells on it, they die real quick then. The main rules when you fight against a spider or a group of spiders or spider queens is always to hold your distance. So use Hastio to run away from them, Artimo to launch yourself away from them when Hastio doesn't has this cooldown, and then else shoot W and Confringo and spells such like them on them to push them away or damage them or make group damage. That's quite overpowered. And then you will see they will die real quick. If that doesn't work out for you, you can just make this stone wall and make electricity on the earth before the spider, and it will just go into your stone wall because you stand on top of it, and the electricity will just damage it and kill it real quick. You can also use the method against spider queens or smaller group of spiders. You can also use Protego Electricica to make a little bit more damage, but yeah, this way you can kill them quite fast. You can nearly use this method against any mob. Now to a much easier mob, snakes. By the greenhouses there's an area where many snakes spawn, but to spawn them you need to activate this crest. They can be found in this area. You can easily kill them by shooting a Confringo on them. If they are groups, it's even easier, then you kill them all. You may need upgrading Confringo for that. But then you can also kill snakes other players have spawned, and they have 10 health more. And now it's time to kill dark wizards. The way you kill dark wizards is just attacking them with attack spells and stuff. And through waves after waves you have surely taken some damage, so you can just heal yourself up with Helios, if you have that one, between the waves. The reason you don't want to use Helios in a wave is because the dark wizard can also be healed of this healing ring. Here's all the attack spells I use against dark wizards, only the last two, them I'm not using, but the rest I am using. If you want to grind dark wizards, I have found out the best way to grind them. Activate the quest Dark Ritual. You need to kill 6 dark wizards to complete this quest and get all the points. Equip the spell Mosh Mortar and shoot it into the air. This spell allows you to spawn 6 dark wizards. If you kill them, you can see here over right that it goes up the counter of killing dark wizards. At that way you can easily grind this quest and get a lot of points in no time. But this spell is a late game spell, so you will, if you are new to the game, not use it before you have completed the whole game. And here we have completed the quest and got 3000 points. for actually nothing. But that's nothing compared to my method to killing Faceless Sorcerers. You probably know this mob as the most irritating and dangerous mob in the whole game. But dying ends now with my new method. Just make a stone wall in front of the Faceless Sorcerer. And now you can start attacking him. With spells, you can only use 2 spells, and that's the lighting spell and this explosion spell you see here. Maybe some other spells, but these are those I use. And now the Faceless Sorcerer is just standing AFK, so that's quite cool. And if the stone wall despawns, then just make another one, then he will be trapped again. As always, it is a good time to like or subscribe if you want more content like this. The best way to kill a troll safely, even without taking any damage, inside or outside the troll cave, is to get them stuck. To make the troll stuck, use the stone wall. You can make nearly any mob stuck with that one, but here it's also extremely useful because you can make it stuck and attack it without being attacked yourself. And since WoW Wizard has made the update where you can't climb the poles and stuff, then you can use this tactic instead in the troll cave. Maybe they will fix this bug also, but it's quite nice still. And for trolls outside the cave you can still use this method, but you can also get them stuck in trees. That's another possibility. Yeah, I think this is the easiest way to kill a troll. You can just spam spells on it, and you don't even need to have skills to kill a troll, so that's quite cool. If you want to know how to kill a troll the right way without cheating, then see the video that pops up at the right side of the screen right now. Click on that video and you will learn how to kill a troll the right way. Like by trolls and Faceless Sorcerers, you can also use this method against Ice Golems. But you are now probably thinking, wait a minute, they normally shoot ice lasers and damage you and freezes you. But when they are stuck and near you, they won't use that because they want to hit you, so they can't actually shoot this laser when they are stuck. And just look, it's already nearly dead. It is dead right now, so quite cool. Easy method to get a lot of frozen hearts. Or do the quest. But before you say I'm making it easy for myself and for explaining the same method over and over again just by another mob, I will first say you can, if this method fails, you can also use this method by trapping them by the entrance of the ice cave here where the path leads. Just let them follow you and you can trap them here and just shoot them from above without they ever can attack you. Yeah, it takes longer and it's more harder to make this method and get them stuck here, but if you have problems killing them and the stone wall method doesn't work out because the game has fixed it, then you can also just use this method. That's also an easy kill. If you're asking yourself how did I do this method, I used Hasio, Artimo and Ascendio to get it down there. Ascendio to get up, Hasio and Artimo to run away from the Ice Golem. So that was everything. I hope you got everything you needed out of my video. And now is the question, did you really get better? If that was the case, subscribe to get more content like this. And welcome to my channel.